Welcome to MARC Matters, a monthly series produced by MARC, Inc. of Manchester that focus on people with disability, the success and challenges to live, work, and enjoy the community. My name is Thomas McCann, your host of MARC Matters. Today we will be talking with Steve DuPont, Patty Bruno, and Lynn Camone from MARC Inc. Welcome all.
Yep.
Welcome.
Welcome.
How long have you been with MARC and what do you do there?
Well, I've been with MARC Incorporated for about 2 years now, and I am a subcontract coordinator. In addition, I've taken on a role to assist with the arts program, the newly developed arts program.
MARC is starting in a line of jewelry. Can you please explain how that came to be?
Absolutely. A bunch of us have really noticed the talents that our employees have. Ultimately, it comes down to the fact that we have a number of talented people, and we want to be able to utilize those talents for our people to feel empowered by making items that they feel comfortable with.
Well, of course we have talented people at MARC.
Hey.
There's no doubt about that. What is the name of that jewelry, of the jewelry line, and how is that name developed?
Well, the title of the jewelry line is Lovin Life, and that was developed by, once again, a group of MARC members who decided that to come up with a way of that would best express how we feel about our work.
Where do the head come from? Brand come from?
The beads?
Yeah.
The beads currently are coming from Ghana.
Now, what's Ghana?
Ghana is a country in the western portion of West Africa. The most western portion of West Africa.
How many kinds of beads are there?
There's a large variety of beads. However, we primarily have been utilizing glass and brass at this time, and the actual count that we've used versus what we're going to use, I'm not quite sure of, but at this time I'd say we have about 6 different glass types and about that many of brass as well.
Where does the glass come from to make the beads?
Well, here's the really cool part. These are actually recycled glass beads and pendants as well. For example, we have this sort right here, which is a type of recycled glass, and this type right here, which is also.
Oh, cool. What's the difference between recycled glass beads and powder glass beads?
Well, one of the differences is that with recycled glass beads, you're strictly dealing with beads that colorant or dye is not added. I mean, this is an example of a recycled glass bead. You're dealing strictly with the materials that are found. All the glass that's melted together is crushed down and then melted and cast into these shapes here. While the powdered glass beads are a little bit different because even though you're dealing with recycled glass, dye is added for color attainment, and in addition, when casting, you cast in layers. You want to cast a single color at a time for a specific effect. So in essence, a bead like this takes quite a bit more time than a bead like this.
The beads are very colorful. How are they painted?
Now, once again, these are the powdered glass beads, and the dye is added to the glass to attain particular colors. So it's really dyed glass, and it's layered into a mold.
Now, do they go into a vial?
Do they go into? Oh, are they heated?
Yes.
Yes. In order for glass to be placed into a mold, it has to be heated to actually carry such luster. Otherwise, it would still be in its grit form because it's finely crushed beforehand.
Okay, I see. How are the brass beads made?
All the brass beads are made in a really neat way. It's titled the lost wax method, and utilizing beeswax, every single piece of every bead has been either utilizing a coil method or a cross-hatching method, where we know that the artist utilizes the wax to get, in a sense, a mold from it. Okay, from this wax, a layer of charcoal, a powdered coal, is placed atop of it, and then a layer of clay, and then that product is actually heated along with it is actually heated, excuse me, and therefore you're able to get your molds, and you're able to cast brass. Now the brass itself is collected from various recycled pieces. So when they heat it up, you're going to see what the brass is actually made of. You're going to see the copper and zinc in it.
What is fair trade?
Fair trade? Trade that empowers, really, marginalized producers worldwide. I mean, look, we have product that's from Ghana that actually just very small groups of artisans who create either brass or glass products. They don't have necessarily the means to be able to reach out all over the world. What fair trade does is actually get these people, as well as people such as us, this is what's great about our program, to be able to bring this product to be able to distribute it worldwide, ultimately, to be able to have these people, these artists, be empowered.
Who designs and creates each piece?
Well, we have excellent artists at MARC Incorporated. We have our Lynn Camo, and we have Patty Bruno. Mm-hmm. In addition, we have, I'd say, a good five or six more artists on this line. It's a really great program because, once again, it benefits our people with various disabilities, as well as people in countries such as Ghana, so that it really is something that's beneficial to people worldwide. Very global.
Do the designers also assemble each piece?
Oh, absolutely. Lynn, you've got this piece right here that actually she designed, and she actually made it as well. Now, Patty, did you design that piece you have on?
Yes, I do.
You
yes,
did?
I did.
Excellent.
With these pieces, with this one first, then we do this one, that one, all of these, and all of those, which I think is a good thing I made them so people can buy them. See how we did for like the piece of jewelry that I made.
That's right. You have a decent variety on that one. Both of you have
Yep.
two entirely different pieces made from similar beads.
How many pieces of each design will be produced?
Well, that's actually not known yet. We're going to try to limit the quantities to maybe 25 or so. However, if let's say consumers would like more of particular lines, then we will certainly make more of them. We want to be able to make this open so that people are able to enjoy them. I mean, they really are truly unique pieces. Every single bead is different from one another. Each and every single one is individualized. I can't emphasize that enough, because that makes the difference between two necklaces or bracelets that are similar, but they're certainly not exactly alike. And also brings the real art part about it, is that it's individual, it's unique.
Then, how do you design? How do you like designing the jewelry?
I love it. It gives me a chance to earn some money. It gives me a chance to use my art skills, and it also is very relaxing.
Then what do you like best about the jewelry?
I like it. I like the texture of the beads. I like the designs of the beads, the different shapes of the beads, and I also like the I just enjoy the whole process of putting them together and seeing the finished product once it's finished, and knowing that I was part of it.
Well, you're part of everything that you make. Patty, how do you like designing the jewelry?
I think it's fun to do, and it's good to make beads so that when people look at it, they'll say somebody made that bead very nicely and stuff.
What do you like best about the jewelry?
Well, you set it out on one of those, and after that, you set it on the table. Then he has to how we did on it, and if the customer likes it, then they buy it and stuff, which is good too.
How many other artists are there at MARC working on this line?
Once again, we have about 5 other people or so working on this particular line. Having a large variety of artists available at MARC, we do or will develop other lines of products as well. So we're actually quite fortunate.
Where can the jewelry be purchased?
Where can it be purchased? Well, we do have a website, and that is marktreasureshop.com, as well as marktreasureshop.org. Well, the treasure part really has to do a lot with the fact that these items are unique. They really are treasured. They're treasured in multiple ways. They're treasured because, first of all, and most importantly, we have people around the world who culminated together to make this product. It's treasure because of its meaning, really. In addition to it being jewelry. I mean, we're not just dealing with brass, we're not just dealing with glass and leather and gold. We're dealing with people and their choices. We're dealing with artisans from various parts of different cultures who are in need of getting their artistry expressed. I mean, I as an artist know very much that it's very empowering to be able to have your ideas expressed and shown to others.
Can the jewelry be purchased at MARC?
Absolutely. We're located at 352R West Middle Turnpike, right in Manchester. Or you can contact our telephone number, which is 860-646-5718.
Now I hear that you bought some other jewelry with you today.
Oh, we should.
Can you show us them?
Absolutely. What you see here on top is actually a piece that's made from different sorts of brass. We have 3 different brass types of beads there. That was made utilizing the lost wax process or method, where each bead was originally sculpted in beeswax, and then a cast and mold were made to produce each bead. Therefore, each bead is individually unique. The necklace below it actually has powdered glass beads in it. Those are the turquoise blue beads that you see there. Now that once again is made with recycled glass that has dye added into some of the glass sorts to be able to attain such lustrous color and qualities. Now over to the right of that, we have another piece on the bottom which has more of those same sorts of beads, but as you can see, it's displayed differently, which you have an entirely different feel to the piece. The piece directly above it has a large pendant, all in brass, with 2 beads aside of it. If you look closely, you can see that the top pendant actually has knotted cord versus crimp beads, which the lower piece has to actually pin the beads into place. And to the right of that, you actually are looking at 2 different pieces. The one on the vertices, the one in the center uppermost portion, is actually a bracelet. The one on the bottom in the U shape is the necklace. Now both pieces are quite similar because they both have a moon piece, which is in the center of each. As you can see, they're kind of bright on screen, and aside of each, there are powdered glass beads in a dark, almost like a cobalt blue type of color, and on either side of those are additional beads that have a coil method.
Oh, those jewelry will be terrific. I have to give hand to the people that made them. They did a real good job.
I think so as well.
What other type of products or events for the Lovin Life beads?
Well, we're currently working on T-shirts as well as mugs, but really in the long run we want to be able to utilize, once again, all of our people, all of our artists' talents in various ways. So I mean, we're looking at things of doing even, let's say sewing, so we can do embroidery into purses or tote bags or various items.
Well, I see that you have two excellent people that came here today and did a fantastic job. And I guess you also have 5 other people that did wonderful work on the jewelry. I'm hoping that you guys will have success, and we'll see them maybe in stores or maybe at MARC on display. Then, when you made these, did it make you feel good to make them?
Yes, because I felt like I was not only doing something for myself, but I was helping the other people as well, and showing somebody that they can try and do something more than they think they can do.
Patty, the same question to you.
Well, I think I'm accomplishing something to show the people how to do it, and also showing the people that I made something that was my own thing that I was doing and stuff, and hope that I get the customers to buy the necklace that I made.
I think what's great is exactly like what was mentioned, the fact that we each have our own talents, and by working with each other we are able to extrapolate what each other's doing and process that and right off of it be able to create more things. I think a lot of the designs came across because 1 or 2 people initially designed something, and then the rest of us were like, oh, maybe we could do this or that or whatnot. Some of us had individualized ideas ahead of time and whatnot, but what's great is being able to work together as well as independently. I mean, I think it's coming along very well.
Well, Steve, I could tell you're seeing people, not the disability, and it's at work every single day. So you have to give credit to MARC and to other companies that hire people with disability. They're seeing them for themselves, not the disabilities.
Truly, I mean, this is a prime example of ability. Once again, it's truly based on talent. These people that we have here are truly talented and are truly capable.
Okay. I'd like to thank Patty, Lynn, and Steve for coming. And if you need to know more about the jewelry, please call Steve DuPont at MARC, which is 860-646-5718, or you can email him at marcconnecticut.org. That's www.marcconnecticut.org, and I'd like to thank each and every one of them. Thank you and good night.